Alright, so I'm almost finished my time at Lilliputopia, so I'm putting together a quick video to show the various projects that I have worked on. I leave tomorrow to go and meet Greg and do the last section of the Pacific Crest Trail. So I'm videoing this piece of beautiful work because that is what we put together this morning, and it is going to go up so it looks like the one at the far end, but it'll go at this end. I'm going to do that after lunch. So we have discovered an alligator lizard. He doesn't really look like an alligator and he's pretty small. Like, that's my finger. Oh, what's going on? No, poor little guy. Whoops, he's between my feet now. Oh well.
He does kind of move like an alligator though. I can see that.
Yeah.
The way his tail kind of waggles.
I'd agree. Hopefully Pepita is having a nap and won't try and chase him. Bye, Mr. Lizard. Well, we are all going for a walk for celebratory ice cream after our successful barn raising, where we lifted up and pinned the final wall in place. I'm very much looking forward to the ice cream. And I used this fancy chop saw to cut the pieces of wood for that big frame. So this table here can change the angle of the cut, so you can make these perfectly angled and perfectly matched pieces. It can also pivot this way, so you can do a double angle if you want to. So chop saw or rotational saw. I'm learning all sorts of stuff. Today, the lovely Jill over here has taken me to Green Peak Falls. Hopefully you can hear me. I was going to be in the video, but if I am, then you can't see the falls, and I think the falls are prettier than me. But it's lovely. Absolutely gorgeous walk in this beautiful green forest. Hi! Alright, so we are partway through putting the plastic over the tunnel house. I did this whole big hipboard thing, did lap joints all the way along it to make a long piece, and then we put it up and I bolted it in place and painted it. We did all of the struts for either end, and now we have put the film wrap on the ends, and we're about to do the film wrap that goes over the entire top. So gradually, over 3 weeks, we have made it this far. A little bit each, well, a little bit every few days. Okay, I'm recording this because I'm expecting Miss Pepita to make her very pretty howl soon.
And where's Yummy?
Yummy.
Yummy's first.
Yummy's.
Yummy, are you stuck?
She's just waiting outside the bedroom door and going the wrong direction. Yummy's blind.
Yummy, come. This way. Come on. Time.
The doggies get fed at 5 o'clock.
This way. Come on. Sit. Sit. Hey, sit. Sit. All the way. Sit. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Sit. What is it? What is the cow saying? One more time. Oh. Okay.
She has a very good singing voice and is quite convinced that all animals in the world make the same call as she does. Hi. So this back here is a little vine trellis that we created and put up. It's 36 feet, runs from the corner. Down here a bit further, they're going to put in another grape there. It's just another one of the projects that I've worked on while I've been at Lilliputopia. This is just another quick video of the chickens. We've had them for, I guess, a week and a half now. They've gotten so much bigger. I'm not sure if you can tell. But only one of them has died. But we've had several other incidents where they've started pecking each other. So we separate them and then they go back together again. And so far it's going okay. Having a larger space with more interesting things to do and greater ventilation and the ability to run away from each other makes a big difference. But genuinely, the most important thing seems to be having a lot of enrichment stuff. So they keep, you know, throwing in different bits of greenery, and they've got a little play pool over here now, different rocks for them to climb up and fight over. But it turns out that chickens don't like being bored. Who knew? Okay, Rachel, I think that you need to make one of these amazing felty wool manes for, I don't know, I mean, Lily would look pretty stunning, right? Oh. So this is another project that I've been working on. It's basically cleaning back all of the dried dead bark off this amazing balustrade. You can see this is an example of what it looked like before. So we're going to finish this off and then it will get oiled up so that it is all shiny and fancy looking, and we'll probably fill in the cracks, like these sorts of cracks as well, just to protect it from the elements. So it's similar to what I have done over here. So this bench, I sanded it all back and then used the putty to fill in the cracks and have oiled it. And it is ready to be the pizza table for our fabulous mushroom pizza oven evenings. And later I will be doing the same to that table. Hi! Okay, so we've almost entirely finished putting the tunnel house together. As you can see, it's got the plastic all the way over the top, and then we've also installed the rollers and the handles so that you can roll the sides up and down. All the straps are in place. We just need to trim the edges and put in the door. But it's looking pretty amazing. Whoops, wrong way. Okay, so another project that we've been working on, this is the dry farming area with the various beds, and we're just weeding the area and laying new mulch in the paths, and then we're going to put dried leaves in the actual beds, so we're just adding more carbon to the whole system to help get it ready for next spring's planting. There are obviously still plants here, and we're getting a lot of tomatoes at the moment. Not that I want them, but I'm told they are delicious, and based on how amazing the berries are here, I believe that they also have good tomatoes. Hi! This is just a quick video to show you the Scandinavian Festival at Junction City, which I am attending after having spent the morning quitting my job. Woo! So, I'm having a great day. I'll talk to you all later. Bye! Hey Rachie Bear, so this is, hang on, Scandinavian traditional weaving?
Yeah, Norwegian pickup band weaving.
There we go. I'm glad she knew, because I didn't, I'm terrible. But it's very cool, and it looks reasonably portable, so you could possibly integrate this into your textile explorations. I'm also particularly fond of the, I don't know what the blade is called, but I mean that looks like it could double for some other important tasks.
Yeah, so this kind of shuttle traditionally is a Sami type of shuttle made out of reindeer horn, but this is a plastic reproduction from Storstockra. So they do a lot of weaving materials for this. So this kind of weaving originally started with the Sami peoples, with our nomadic peoples in Northern Europe, and it became part of Norwegian culture from there.
Oh, cool.
So cool.
All right. Thank you.
I'm just
So this is one of the little day trips that I'm getting to do while woofing. And this is a beautiful lake where we are canoeing. And this is the fabulous Mahogany, whose canoe I am in. So we are canoeing on Horton Lake, Horton Pond. There are 2 canoes. It's very pretty here. Bye. There's a little bird's nest and a little bird. So, see if I can point it. That's the bird there.
I see it. It's right there. Do you see that?
Yeah. It's a cute little face. His fluffy bum.
I see its butt.
Little baby birdie. He's a cute girl. Okay, so I'm at the top of the hill where I was doing all of the whippersnippering, which I think I mentioned in a previous video. I have continued to do more of the whippersnippering, but I've also dug 28-inch holes with the pole digger tool. I can't actually remember what the proper name is. We put in these poles for the kiwi berries to grow up, and tamped down the soil around it with this super big crowbar looking thing that has a flat base, which I can't remember the name of. We also extended the irrigation up here on the grapes, so each of the lines, instead of having just a little drip from here, it comes all the way down to the base and is pinned in place and drips the water right at the bottom of the tree. Right, so I'm inside the garage. We've done a lot of different things in here. I've used all of the different saws. So this one here tilts this way as well as this way to make different sorts of cuts. There is the table saw, which cuts from underneath. And there's also the radial saw, which you can choose how deep you want it to be, as well as it swinging this way to do different angles. I also have used the angle grinder to cut things, but also with sort of like a sandpapery kind of Dremel head on it to clear away the rusty sections and smooth off this, which we've now painted with a treatment that reverses the rusting process. It's still soaking. I also painted this whole set of shelves. It's got a weird smell. I used all 3 of these drills a lot, and one of the things we made was this cute little berry sign, which goes on top of the normal sign for Lilliputopia. And then one of the really big projects that I've worked on is building the tunnel house. So, as you can see, it's now completely covered with the plastic walls, and we've also put shade cloth over it, and I'll show you inside. So this is the inside, where Jill and I shoveled all of the soil and made the beds, and then Eliza and I shoveled, well, Eliza helped with the soil as well, but also shoveled all of the leaf mulch to make the paths, which will function as weed control, but also as a composting area. So it'll make better soil that will then get put onto the beds later. We have also put some irrigation in and planted on this side. We've put actual plants, different types of cabbage, I believe. And then we've put seeds into the other 3 beds. They're going to be radishes, carrots, and lettuce. So I have also mixed cement and poured it in to the posts of the bases. We also created these bungee cords using old inner tube tire cut into strips and just a little washer at the top to hold it in place, and then screwed in hooks at the bottom to hook the doubled over tube on, which is a very clever, ingenious way to use some simple things. Good use for old inner tire. So the shade cloth will go on and off depending on the season. Underneath here you can see the hip board that I put together. So it was a whole series of 2x4 lengths, which I then used the various saws, the radial saw for this one, to create lath joints, I think they're called, and then screwed it all together, put it up in place, and painted it. Yeah, done a lot of different things on this one. So I've had an absolutely amazing time woofing with Eliza and Torrin at Lilliputopia. I've learned a lot, particularly about chickens and how to deal with them trying to attack each other. But yeah, lots and lots of different things about setting up a farm and establishing connections with community and becoming a part of your place. I've had a great time. I don't think I will have recorded the details of all of the different things that I've done, because I've done a lot, including masses of fruit picking. And then tonight we're gonna have pizza made in the super awesome mushroom shaped pizza oven, which they made themselves from cob. Yeah, there's just so much fantastic stuff here. I have absolutely loved it. And while I'm very excited to see Greg tomorrow and also come home and start my own adventures making this sort of life happen, I will miss being here because it's just been fantastic. See you from the trail.